Hello everyone, I am Gunashekharan. Today I am going to present one tool for depression. How do you know that you are depressed? What is going on inside your mind? How do you confirm that you have depression? What something is wrong with your mind? Here I have a simple tool called Dysfunctional Attitude Scale, developed by Dr. Alan Weisman, and it is available in the book called Feeling Good, that I will give you the reference later. I will let you show you what it contains. The Dysfunctional Attitude Scale contains 35 questions, paper pencil test, but I made it with the Excel sheet for easy. Each question contains 5 options. They are agree strongly, agree slightly, neutral, disagree slightly, disagree strongly. You need to read all the questions and you need to click from the drop box, list box, appropriate answer. There will be 35 questions. After that, what will happen? You need to go to the next sheet. In the pencil paper test, there will be enormous calculations, additions, omissions. You have to add this thing, that thing. But I made it so simple. All the calculations are internal. And when you go to the result sheet, there will be only 2 sheets in the Excel file. If you go to the result sheet, it is in the 0 to 10 scale, either in positive or negative. Moreover, I have added data bars, coloring format. For positive scores, I have indicated blue, and for the negative scores, I indicated red. So you can graphically see, visually see whether the results are positive or negative. And you can conclude that from which part of my attitude I am getting this depression. That you can easily find out. I have given some reference also that I will be discussing here also. There are 7 clusters of the questions, 5 questions for each value, plus or minus 10 scores for each value. And it is automatic. You need not bother about the scores. Normally, if positive scores for a particular value represents you are psychologically strong in that area, a negative score represents you are emotionally vulnerable in that area. So everything is in Excel sheet, self-working. You need not change anything, just download from the description. 7 values I have mentioned. The first one is approval. That means the question number 1 to 5. If you have the positive scores from 0 to 10, that means you are independent, healthy sense of your own worth, even when you are confronted with criticism or approval. For the same value, if you have the negative score, you are excessively dependent. You evaluate yourself through other people's eyes. If someone insults you, you look down yourself, you can be easily manipulated, you are vulnerable to anxiety. The second value is love, that is 6 to 10. This positive score indicates you see love as desirable, but you have wide range of gratifying and fulfilling activities. Love is not required for your happiness. People will find you attractive. You radiate healthy sense of self-love. And negative score indicates you are a love junkie. You need to be loved to survive. You are more dependent on love. You feel inferior when you are not loved and you put down all your relationship. Then the third one is achievement. Positive scores 0 to 10, you enjoy creativity and productivity. But it is not necessary for your self-esteem and satisfaction. On the contrary, negative scores 0 to 10 indicates you are workaholic, constricted sense of humanity. You see yourself as commodity or marketplace. You solely dependent on productivity. When you retire, you become an emotional crash. Value 4, perfectionism. Positive scores means you have the capacity to set meaningful, flexible, appropriate standards. You try your best. That will be your answer all the time. You get great satisfaction from the process and experience. Mistakes are golden opportunity to learn. You end as humanity. On the contrary, In negative score, 0 to 10 means you demand perfection in yourself. Mistakes are taboo. Failure, worse than death. Emotions are disaster. Then next comes the 5, entitlement. The 5th value is entitlement. The positive score indicates you feel automatically entitled to anything. You negotiate for what you want and often get what you want. You don't expect perfectness all the time. You don't expect justice all the time. You are patient, persistent. You often end up ahead of the pack. On the contrary, negative score 0 to 10 means you feel entitled for things. You expect, demand that your wants to be met by other people. When it does not happen, you feel frustrated, sad, and mad. 6th one is omnipotence. Positive score indicates joy comes from accepting that you are not the center of the universe. You are not alone. You are not in the control of other adults. You relate other people as friendly and collaborative. On the contrary, negative score indicates you blame yourself inappropriately for negative actions and attitudes of others who are really not under your control. You are plagued by guilt and condemnation. This attitude makes you anxious and ineffectual. The last one, 7th value is autonomy. You assume responsibility for your own thoughts. You are able to find happiness within yourself. But on the contrary, in the negative case, you are trapped in the belief that your potential for happiness comes from outside. Your mood depends on external factors. So here is, I have shown you some of the graphs. The positive score is, you can see everything is blue, and negative scores, everything is red and some blues. Normally for all the people you will get blues and reds here and there. But if you get full red means you need to think of yourself. So you need to find a way to vent out your feelings. When there is a problem, you will have the solution. Conclusions: decide which one hurts you. Change your attitude. Live happily. And thanks, you can contact me through my mail. For further reference, you can read David Burns. David Burns has written a beautiful book called Feeling Good, the New Mood Therapy. Thank you. Here I would like to show you how Dysfunctional Attitude Scale, and you can see there will be 35 questions. You are given with 5 options like this: agree slightly, agree strongly, slightly, neutral, disagree slightly, disagree strongly. You can fill any of these things according to your situation. Then you can go to result page. For each values I have given the positive scores and negative scores, what will be the outcome. This is the result page. This automatically updates in colors. So red score means you are not good, you need to look into yourself, and blue means you are fine. Thank you very much.